Today is New Comic Book Day, so let's go ahead and take a look at FOC coming up for orders due next week, September 25th, 2023, with my top 10 FOC comic picks. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting off at number 10, I wanted to show you some ratios that I'm pretty interested in. And the first one is this Action Comics 1058, the cover F, the 1 for 50 Jorge Fornes cardstock variant. I just think it's a really cool, it's probably one of my favorite covers, and I actually think I used it for my thumbnail this week. Another number 10 is Daredevil number 1. This is a 1 for 25 on a second print. You know how I'm a sucker for those. If you can get those for a good price, more often than not, they're going to go for more than 25. Which brings me to my next book. Next, I guess number 10 is another ratio. Wolverine number 37, 1 for 25, second print. So, looks like there's, I don't know if there's much key value to this book, but, it's, you know, there's always, almost always value in a 1 for 25 second print. So if that's something you're interested in, you can find a decent price, or, you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have these ratios coming out. So number 9 is actually going to be 2 facsimiles, combining them into number 9. And this is All American Comics number 16. This is the first appearance of the Green Lantern. Now, I did want to actually remind you guys that all of these DC books coming from Lunar, you have to get those orders in the day before, on the 24th of September. So just a heads up on that on Sunday. Alright, so there's not much else to say. The next one's a really cool facsimile, at least in my opinion. And this one has the first appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, and it's the first appearance of the Hellfire Club, and I think, and this is the beginning of the Dark Phoenix saga. So this is actually a pretty big book in X-Men lore, so that's why it's I mean, we've already gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and that's the highest one. So it probably is not going to have too much secondary value, but I think it could have some personal value for a lot of you guys out there. Alright, at number 8, we have Al Capone Vampire number 1. I think this is just going to be super cool. So it just says the original Scarface is back in a big way, and the gangs of Chicago and other vampires better look out. So, I mean, I think it would be really awesome. Like, I don't know, is he a vampire gangster who's gonna hunt human gangsters, or are there other vampire gangsters out there and they're gonna have this game of cat and mouse going in? So I don't know. I actually think this might be a pretty fun book. $5 is kind of a lot. It would be nice and easier for me to talk myself into buying if it was a like a $2.99 book, but you know, I think it's still pretty fun. Next up is number 7. And actually for number 7, I'm going to go through, I'm going to do all these Chrissy Zulo Trick or Treat cardstock variants. So you got this one for Batman Superman World's Finest number 20. And then was there only 2? Because I saw here's a Nightwing one, Nightwing 107. Actually, I'm reading this right here. It says Nightwing's investigation into the left vault, who left the vault under his name, leads him to discover a mysterious group behind the hold. His past comes back to haunt him in the form of the Hold's leader. So that could be pretty interesting as to who is the leader of the Hold. I thought there was one more of those. Oh wait, was that it? Yeah, right here. So Titans number 4. You got one here. I think that's it for the Chrissy Zulo. Oh, no. Wonder Woman. There you go. That's pretty nice. Cheetah. Kind of getting there. That's kind of funny. Alright, so those were all my number 7. So my number 6 is Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder. Number 4. And in this one, Harley recruits 7 girls who are going to compete to be her sidekick. So could have some first appearances in here. Could be some repeat people that we've already seen. Who knows what could happen. Yeah, could be a fun one. Next up, at number 5, we have Superman number 7. This is the Jim Lee foil variant. $10 freaking. I'm going to pass, but that's really cool. So that brings me to number 4. Batman Day foil variant. Jim Lee. So you got Superman and Batman, the Jim Lee foils. $20 if you want the pair. That's crazy. Number 3, I'm actually going to show a bunch of these covers, is Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Blood. And then there's this cover. And then... So there is going to be a 1 for $25 Albuquerque. There is going to be a 1 for $100 Del Auto Virgin. But I want to show you this 1 for $50. Check this out. Isn't that awesome? So this one is actually, it's just a limited series. It only has 4 issues, and it's written by Garth Ennis, who, you know, he's gonna do this horror. He's gonna do this horror really well. So Daredevil and Spider-Man fight against zombies, and Khonshu defends Mark Spector during the apocalypse. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to do something on Disney Plus related to these, especially since we already have been introduced to Khonshu and Mark Spector on Disney Plus. Who knows? And again, there's that 1 for 100. Number 2 is Hallows Eve, the Big Night number 1, and this is mostly just because who knows if they're gonna throw anything from Hallows Eve onto Disney Plus. They're probably not going to, but it's Hallows Eve. It's the last comic book week before Halloween. They could put something in here, and her magical masks give her the ability to help. But Eve isn't a hero, is she? Is she going to get a new power? She was once a powerless victim. So is she going to get a new power that she can use now that she has all these masks? Does she get the power of the people in the mask? Who the masks are of? I don't know. I haven't been reading her, so I wouldn't know. So let me know if you know in the comments below. But yeah, and I think it's pretty cool, just these masks. Anyway, so before I get into my number 1, I did want to remind you I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. If you wanted to support the channel, that would be great. But number 1 is the local comic book store day 2023 Spider-Boy number 1 Chris Campagna variant. I always want to say Campagna. So, I think it's just number 1 of Spider-Boy, but it happens to be the local comic book shop day one, and it even has the little logo down here. So, comic shop. I might have said comic store. Anyway, so there you go. That's my number 1. Spider-Boy number 1, the local comic book shop day variant. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me in this video. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 FOC comic picks for orders due next Monday, September 25th, 2023. And don't forget, if you want to get any of the books from DC, from Lunar, you're going to want to get those orders in by end of day Sunday, September 24th, 2023. But yeah, if you did like the video, please click that thumbs up button and give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content like this. And comment down below, let me know what you thought about my picks. And also, I'm going to put a couple videos here. One of them is actually going to be a break of a really awesome set of NFL cards, the Panini Elite. And then the other one is probably going to be my top picks for today's new comic book day, September 20th. So check those videos out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!